Hey guys, welcome back to DIY crafting with me. I'm so excited you're here today. Today we're going to do another my key phrase quick, simple and easy craft. This one involves your hot glue. I have a couple of hot glue sticks down. A hot glue gun, which I have over to the side, scissors, and you may notice that this here is right here. This is called nautical rope. I could not find it at my dollar. Well, you could find it at your Dollar Tree, but it's a little bit expensive to actually buy just one little piece of rope if you're going to continue using it for all these projects. So what I did was I just let my handy dandy fingers go Googling on Amazon and found nautical rope that I knew, because I was going to be making several crafts with this, that I could get in a roll like this and I could stick it easily in my ribbon storage. And so I knew exactly what I needed. So we have made a bunny coaster. Today, we're going to make a mouse coaster. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your hot glue gun and you're going to put a little bit of hot glue there at the end. And I don't know if I told you were going to need scissors, but you're obviously going to need scissors with this. But the hardest part is going to be starting this, because the rope is not naturally pliable. So you're going to have to kind of work with it to begin with to get it to sit the way you want it to the very beginning. Now, I always have something in my bag that I can push down the hot glue on. So what you're going to do at the very beginning is I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right there, because that's the piece that's coming up a lot. And you're just going to work it around and you're just making circles. I'm going to add a little bit of no, I think that's good. Every couple of inches, just add a dab of hot glue. And all you're doing is you're just making a circle. Make sure if you're adding hot glue that it does not stick on the bottom or stick to whatever surface you're working with. As you see, I have a lot of hot glue, little debris here. It's just something that is with the job. So I have this, and I'm just going around and I'm just making a circle. And I'm just circle. I'm going to go around till I think the coaster is going to be big enough to put a drink on. And I do have a mason jar here that I would use as a drink, that I actually use to clean up crafts with, but I'll use that to judge if it's big enough. If you tend to get burned a lot with the hot glue, you can always find these little thumb things that you can stick, or thimbles that you can stick, the silicone ones that you can stick on your finger so that you don't get stuck with hot glue or you don't get burned by them. But I'm choosing to suffer. I do have, I don't know if you can see right there, but I do have a burn where it actually stuck to my skin and it really burned. So I'm just going to roll out a little bit of my nautical rope. And you may have to hold the rope in place until it adheres, which is fine. It may take it takes a few seconds for it to actually adhere to the spot. I've seen really cool crafts and DIYs where they use this nautical rope to make over like a plastic tray. So I think that's something that I'm going to try and show you how to do. I think probably 2 more rounds of going around and my mouse ears will be okay. Like I said, I'm just adding, I got myself that time. I'm just adding a little bit of hot glue to it. Every so often. Just so that it sticks and adheres to your... Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different, because I think that the way some of these have made it a little bit more messy. So I'm going to see if I can actually do something. I don't think it's going to come out. No, I'm just going to have to end up cutting it. So what you're going to do is you're going to add a little bit extra, because you saw where it unraveled, and I'm just going to cut because I've already hold on before I cut. That's big enough. Maybe just a little bit more, because it's just big enough for that little mason jar. So maybe 2 more rows. I want to talk about this sweatshirt I'm wearing. It says, "Darling, this is just a chapter." And on the sleeve it says, "Not the whole story." So if you're stuck in life right now and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't get over it. I'm stuck in a really hard place right now." Just remember, it's just a chapter in your life. It's not the whole story. One of my favorite things is quotes is life is a story. Something like, I forget how it goes now. It's like, life is a story, edit often, or something like that. Because you always think that you have to do what everybody else wants you to do. And really, technically, you don't have to. But, so I'm going to double check. I think I'm going to finish this one out. But I'm going to double check to make sure. Okay, that's big enough for this one, and it has a couple of rows. So I'm going to actually cut and place. Okay, so I'm going to finish this off. And this one will actually be going to my daughter, my middle daughter. Her name's Michaela, but my dad always called her Mickey. So she is the Mickey Mouse in our family. Okay, so now you have it. You have the hole. It's just really quick. Lift it up and see if there's places where you may need to go back and add a little bit of glue for it to adhere. Like I noticed that there's a spot right here, and just hold it down and let it adhere to it. But you want to make sure that this part is sturdy and there's no loose pieces and then you do the next one. Now I'm going to go ahead and put hot glue in because I know I'm going to need it. And now I'm going to set this aside. We're going to do the same exact technique that we just did, but this time we're doing it in a smaller scale. Now, you also could use pipe cleaners for this part, but I like the continuity of it being the same color. So I'm just going to come here with a little hot glue, and this is the part that you're like, ooh, on, because you're folding it in, and some of these pieces may start to unravel. So that's going to be the hardest part, is getting it started. But you're just going to make some ears. And you maybe just go 2 or 3 times for each ear. So I'm just going to go around one more time because I want to make sure that my ear is kind of big enough for the coaster. One more time. And then before I cut, I'm going to hold it up and I'm going to push it up against here, and I'm going to see, okay, yeah, that's big enough. I can handle that. So I'm going to go back and see, I haven't applied the hot glue yet because I didn't know exactly where I was going to cut it. I'm going to go back and add that in. And then you're going to cut with your scissors. That's going to be the hardest part, is cutting this cord. Okay, hold on. For some reason, I do not have strength today. There we go. I also think I need to sharpen my scissors, which aluminum foil sharpens scissors. So I'm going to get some aluminum foil out in just a little bit and sharpen them. But you're just going to cut, and you're going to hold it. And then this last part, add a little bit of glue on the end so it doesn't unravel. And you're good. That's going to be actually the part that I'm going to face attached to the bottom, this bottom part, because it's coming undone. So then we have one ear done. Now, once again, let's see, I went 1, 2, 3, I think 4 times. You're going to come back with your little glue. Sometimes this rope is really great to work with because this particular one did not unravel as much as the other one. I just said that, and what does it start doing? It's unraveling as soon as I pull it through. But you're just going to come back and you're going to add a little bit of hot glue to your ears. If you decide you don't like the center and you don't like the way it's kind of messy, you can always come back with some pink felt and do your felt. Look how much of this tape we still have, this cord that we still have left. Come back, hot glue around, I'm going to kind of look. I think I need one more and we'll be good. Always, because you don't want the ears to be, you want them to be symmetrical. So kind of hold it up and look. You can, like I said, you can always come back with felt. And I actually, if I wanted to, I could actually use heart stickers that I had from when we made the Valentine craft and use those for the things. And I may do that. You may see me get out of the picture for just a second while I get them, because my craft cabinet is over here to my left. So you're going to cut the cord, and we're done with this now. So putting it on, I think I actually made this one bigger than the other one. I did. So let's come back and just cut this smaller. I think adding that extra length did not help. So I'm going to come back and just cut right here, because that little extra piece made it bigger. See, the great thing about it is I had not glued it in place yet, so you can compare that way. But like I said, this messy part right here, if you don't like it, I'm going to grab something out of my craft cabinet in just a second. So there's one ear down. I may need to, and here comes the other ear. That ear is still bigger. I think I'm going to add a length of rope. I wonder if I add a length of, it doesn't look like it is, but I wonder if I add that piece. I'm going to add a length to this and see. That's the great thing about about having all your supplies out, is that you can use it while. So I think I'm just going to add a piece to it. Now, if you notice the different color glue, the white glue right here tends to have the white seams. And I wanted to show you this because you're going to notice that in your hot glue gun, you see the white seams there. And the clear ones don't leave a seam. And I just happened to grab the white one when I was doing this. So that's why you see the hot glue. And I have a lot of hot glue on my face, my hands right now. So I am just going to, and I'm going to tuck this in. And I think that's going to be the same size or close to it. And see, I didn't hold this in place because it's not going to, this one you're going to finagle it a little bit so that you get all that ugly crap inside. So it's going to lay flat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut right here and finish this out. And now look, that ear is bigger than me. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to finish it this way. I'm just going to pull that piece off because I want to cover up this piece. The ears are a little bit bigger. That's okay. And then I'm going to take hot glue and adhere it to the bottom. And the ears are definitely bigger on one than the other. That's okay. You can always go back and fix it. I'm not going to go back and fix it because I honestly don't really care if they're bigger than the other. And now I'm going to go in my little craft cabinet while you guys are talking or trying to figure out why I didn't fix it and see if I can find, yes, my heart stickers that I have left over from another craft. And I'm hoping that I have picked out 2 of the same sticker. And of course I didn't. The only 2 I have the same are the white, and I really don't want a white. Hold on. Let me pull some more out. I really can't tell what I'm getting when I'm pulling it, grabbing it out of the cabinet. So we shall see what I get this time. Okay. I do have 2. Let's see, do I have 2 pink ones? Nope. You could do 2 different colors. Or I'm going to do the red because the reds are what I have. And even though they have the adhesive on the back, because these are stickers, I'm just going to go ahead and add the little hearts on the ears. One of my ears is bigger than the other. I can go back and fix it if I want. But right now, I really don't want to fix it. I just think it's cute. It's asymmetrical because if you notice, one side of your body is not always the same size as your other body. Some people have big ears. Some people have one eye smaller than the other eye. And now this is stuck to this. I was going to pick it up to show you. It's actually stuck. Oops. take off all your extra glue stuff. I'm going to get my heat gun out and kind of get the heat. So, and I'm probably going to come back with some cardboard and go underneath this and cut it out, so the cardboard, and I may take this ear off and fix it. But there you go, a Mickey coaster for those who love Disney. Until next time, guys, be blessed, and let's keep crafting and get those glue guns out. Bye.